important. Hey, hey, hey. Trying to get some notes here. Hold on. Writing this in reverse. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Oh, gonna give me a seizure. All that readying up. So y'all ready for some bumping and grinding? This mic's with mute. It's a Cole Burton spectating and a C Burton 91 racing. Just drive time. T-minus. All right. I assume. Good job. Multitasking. Matter of fact, I'll bring this up on my YouTube just to have it on. Actually, it's like a never mind. Yay! Countdown timer. Uh-oh. Closing time. Time to go to Chili's. There he is. Guitar Man, Khan, Cameron have joined the battle. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Everybody ready up if you ain't ready up yet. Let's get the race in. Wheel to wheel. Welcome to Monaco, Season 4 of America's Tier 1 of the Prospects eRacing League. We have 18 minutes to qualify, and then Q2, Q3. As everybody gets ready, we'll see who hits the track first. This is Feldman 9000. I've played the Formula One series for a long time, long avid fan, and look forward to being part of this team this season and providing excellent commentary for some excellent racing and some excitement. First track up is, of course, Monaco with the beautiful, exquisite, rich backdrop of all these condominiums. So let's see what happens with Q1. defending champion this year for this league is E-Cos Cameron, and we'll see if he can properly defend his title from the previous series. And we got racers finally taking the track. Everybody's got their stuff lined up. Looks like Villeneuve 1965 is the first driver to hit the circuit. And we're underway on our warm-up laps. Monaco consists of extremely tight racing, not a lot of passing, a lot of room for errors, and definitely comes down to perfection when it comes to racing. Some argue the circuit has been outdated based on how fast these cars are now. Been that way for a while, but it's still a moniker. Monaco is a moniker for the legacy of Formula One racing, especially in Europe. As Villeneuve hits the tunnel in his warm-up lap, Monaco still remains one of the best experiences you could have at a racetrack if you've got the money. This is where Kimi Räikkönen decided to bolt to his boat when he wrecked. I think it was 2006. I'm not completely sure. It's still funny, though. Very memorable moment in Formula One history. Speaking of Formula One history, from the likes of Juan Manuel Fangio to Sir Sterling Moss to Ayrton Senna. Been some very dominating performances here from various drivers in the past. Senna is the greatest F1 driver on this track with 6 victories, including 5 in a row from 89 to 93, and also had 8 podiums. Just completely dominating. I remember being younger and watching a race in the wet when I was a kid, and just those cars with stick shifts, no assists, just the level of driver that was required in that era is insane. And how well Senna was in the wet, stats back all that up. So absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look and see who else is running out here. Q1, we got Pulowski won on his outlap. He's in the Alfa Romeos. He bumps into the curb. It's like Seabird 91's got the early fastest lap, Q1. Villeneuve with almost 3/10 of a second behind. Not too far. All right, guys, making them bumpers 420. Tops it right now at 112.622. Almost a half second faster than Seabird 91, and I can only assume Seabird 91 is of credit to Cliff Burton from Metallica. Rafa OL, 112.256, 4/10 of a second faster early on. Guitar Mannequin posted his first time at 113.251, and PRL Optic a little bit behind. So he makes his way down to the carousel in the Alpine. Swiss Cheese with almost a second faster. In the McLaren, coming up the front stretch hill. These times are only going to improve as we get a base lap for everybody in the next minute or so. Going through the carousel in the McLaren. Let's see if we got anybody. We got Burton on his outlap after switching tires. Back in the pit, Villeneuve. Really can't see much in this angle, but it is what it is. FR Golfi and Warrior, can't even say that, Warrior Ans on their outlap before they start pushing it. A lot of guys in the pits right now getting tires. Coming down the back portion of the track into the final hairpin. See if Swiss Cheese come up his time. And he's pitting. We got Rafael come down the tunnel. Down the hill into the chicane, and there's a random tire artifact on the track. That's weird. All them people on them boats. I think looks like we got people parking it. Rafael coming down into the final hairpin. Is he pushing it or is he pitting? He is pitting. And our defending champion, Cameron. He's on it right now. His other driver moves out of the way. Coming down to the carousel. In the blacked out Mercedes. Let's see what he's got this year to reclaim his trophy. Through the tunnel he comes. Fastest part of the track. To me. Down the chicane. Such a tight area to get through. So many drivers over the years have just run off of there. Imagine back in the day, they didn't have that chicane. That was a straight shot down that hill out of the tunnel years and years ago. You know, the area of Moss and Fangio. Into the hairpin. And trying to just get a time set here. Cameron down the front stretch. And across the line. Second Q1. Looks like he's out. Cameron tries to get something going here. Down the hill. And looks like he bumped it. His tire definitely did something weird. And he's bumping again. And the carousel. Very tight. This race is going to be, and he's out for the count in quali. See if he can nurse this thing back without a front wing. Probably one of the hardest tracks to navigate without any assistance from any type of downforce. That tire's still sitting there. And screw it, we're just going across. Ingram is on the track in the Ferrari. On the Reds. So he gets out the way for sure who. And looks like it was TTG Passassin is the one that Ingram got out of the way for. Who is currently on pole by exactly 1 second. Into the chicane for Passassin. And that was close. In the boat area, there's another chicane. Coming around to the hairpin for Passassin. He's out to set the lap. What's he got? What's he got? Cross the line. First! 1:10.306. 9/10 of a second faster than Ingram. Just went back into the pits. And he clips it. And consistency is going to be the key to winning this race. Much so. Assassin's backed into the garage. Ingram is backed into the garage. And what do we have out here? Too much going on the phone. Apologize for that. So what we got going on? We got Assassin still. We got Villeneuve on the track. Jacques Villeneuve. Gilles Villeneuve forever. Montreal is one of my favorite circuits, which is the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. What's he got here is he's pushing through the tunnel. That smooth frame rate on the PlayStation 5. That random artifact tire still there just to scare people. Not sure if the drivers are seeing that or if I'm just seeing it. And helmet livery is something else for Villeneuve. Currently sitting at 113.47. Can he inch closer? It's a 3-second difference in the pole sitter. On the res, trying to squeeze around. He's going to lose some time there. Around the hairpin. What's he got? Can he beat that time? That's a no. Ah, he did. 113.001. A little bit better. Switch over to Aaron Carey, who's entering the tunnel in the Sauber Honda. Don't yell at me if it's wrong. AlphaTauri. All right. Through the chicane as the back end scoots going over the bumper. Around the curve, down the stretch, all the fans in the crowd doing the same thing. Through the chicane, looking pretty quick, and that might be why he was looking too quick because he hit the wall. Still saved it. Brakes are hot. Coming around the final hairpin down the stretch. Let's see what he's got. Gets a time set. Aaron Carey 12. 111.887. Way to step that up. Except for the fact that he hit the wall. But still, top 5 as of now. And Assassin is on his outlap. Leaving the carousel. Entering the tunnel. And the Alfa Romeo. Blistering speed and echoes. Visit Monaco. I don't think we can afford to. Down the hill, into the chicane. Beautiful backdrop, the mountains. Straight away, heading to the left bend. Woo. Pushing the limits. Into the chicane. Keeps the speed up over the bumper. No wall hit, still clean. Comes around the hairpin. I call the hairpin. And down, he's feathering the throttle. Straight away, blistering speed. Can he beat his time? No, 110.306. Actually, I just realized that's all for nothing because that was his outlap. Good job. Back to Carey, who's trying to improve on his time. Can he keep it clean through here? A lot clean. He's going to the pit. Back to Assassin. Now he's pushing it. Tesla Hyperlight. Just made up advertisers. Through the carousel, close to the wall. Maintaining. Down the stretch. Through the tunnel. Echoes of heaven through that tunnel. Fake tire. Chicane. Ooh, he's looking fast. What's he got? Close. Ooh, it's so tight. Yes, he maintained. Ooh, he's looking quick. Into the hairpin. He knocked it, and he's in the pits. Well, this is quali. There. So everybody, except for Aaron Carey and Rafael, I've called it official. So, as you might be well aware if you watch Formula One, Max Verstappen was the 2021 winner of this race and hopefully future champion of this year. And that is the end of qualifying one with Assassin at 110.306, nearly a second over Ingram Beast in the Ferrari, followed by Swiss Cheese 01 and Aaron Carey, our top 4 so far. Alfa Romeo could only dream of getting a podium in real life at this track. So, as we head into our next stage here, hopefully PRL Optic and FR Guelphy 31 can step it up and see if we can close the gap. As we still hope for an excellent race here at beautiful Monaco. As everyone gets synced up, there's literally a castle back there. Castles and boats. Good stuff. So we're in Q2 now. Let's see who hits the track first. 15-minute session this time. It's an interesting battle between our top two competitors. They were looking pretty fast. Who can gain some ground in this round and who can stay off of the barriers? It's not NASCAR. So we got our first two coming out. We're just whipping it out of the garages like it's nothing. Just insane. We're going to hit all these people. There goes the Ferrari. So who is out first? Looks like Bubbers 420. Followed by Raphael and PRL Optic. I'm sure it's a quicker way to switch, but there's not. For people watching, if you enjoy Q2 of Quali of the Prospects eRacing League, this is the premier event for Season 4 of America's Tier 1. Officially Round 1, which means it's the premier. And Monaco is the choice. This has got more people pulling out the garage. Warrior Anns. And the updated Honda Red Bull livery that was used for Turkey specifically. I'm assuming. This will be my initiation into commentary in this league for Formula One. I do see myself popping up as talking on the PlayStation. Not sure if you guys, maybe because I'm as a spectator, maybe you guys can't listen. I have no idea. So we got Boyer in that wonderful white Honda. That is a throwback to, I think it was 1965. American winter in Mexico. I believe that's what it was. Not sure if it was, can't remember his name. But Honda's got some classic retro liveries, most notably that Honda McLaren that Senna had, Marlboro, red and white, legendary design. Got Boyer on his out lap. Let's see if we get somebody running now. We got Bubbers who came out first in the Haas through the chicane. It's not his out lap, so hopefully he just won't pit. Maybe he'll set a time here. And he's going. Hairpin coming out with the shift. Pass down the front stretch and pass to the line. And I guess there's no time. PRL Optic with the 111.067 and PQ2. Sorry, not practice. Raphael comes in at the second. Aaron Carey right there improving on his time from Q1 in the AlphaTauri. This is going to get tight, ladies and gentlemen. And we have caution in Sector 1. Raphael just, I guess, slowed down. We're back to green. Guitar Mancan. Con 113.092. And we're just cruising here down the hill. Entering the carousel. Aaron Carey Optic. Cruising through. Hopefully that tire's gone. I didn't see it. Yeah, I guess we're just going to pit, take the 111.067 and wing it. It's like Swiss Cheese got a 111.595. We got David Boyer with the 111.969. So that golden area is going to be the 110. Who's got the gumption to get that 110? You got on the push here. And Carey's coming. Oh, he's going to try and set it. What's he got? Coming down the front stretch, into the line. Okay, I missed something there. Swiss cheese in the McLaren. So I'll just, yeah, well, screw it. We're good. All right, anyways, got a couple guys on some out laps here. Warrior Ans. Ingram is Beast in the Ferrari. Tail whipping it through the early section, down the hill to the carousel. Assassin, our initial winner, Q1. His out lap still. Officially pushing it to the limit. Limit! Up the hill. Looking very fast once again. It's such a tight, just everything's got to be perfect at Monaco. I mean, Monaco just, splooges perfection in general, the essence. Maybe more races in the wet. Into the tunnel, Assassin goes as our top three for Q2 remain PRL Optic at a 111.067, followed by Aaron Carey with the .374, and Assassin, I guess he's parking it. We got a caution because maybe he's out of gas. I'm not sure. Anyways, we got a couple other guys still running here, but with the caution, that's going to kind of screw things if they got to slow down. These guys are just getting a feel for the tires since there's a good bit of time left. He is feathering it. DRS flaps are open to the line. Okay. Sure that's not updating or not, I don't know. Because it's not saying it's their out lap. Whatever. Ingram's Beast through there. Whatever happened to Assassin, he got up and going again. Maybe he's just trying to make sure the track is clear so he can get a good run. I don't know if that would ever fly in Formula 1, but maybe if you're Lewis Hamilton. Down the backstretch as Villeneuve retires in the session. Burton never got in. PRL Optic still holds that top time with about 7.5 minutes left as I'm drinking Diet Coke. Assassin now into the tunnel. And yeah, there's just the ghost car there. Swiss cheese is out. So he settles in at a 111.595. Villeneuve was 113.729 as we have Assassin coming through really fast until he decides to cut his car off again around the hairpin and scoots the back end into the barrier. He's looking fast. Can he set this time? Front stretch to the line. Pull! Well, he hasn't pulled yet. Top time by a second and a half. So never mind what I said about that 110. 109 is ballsy. 109.523. Optic is waiting for his moment as he sits in the pit. Will him and Carey push it into Q3, or are they saving it? Ingram on the track here, 111.85. Let's see if he can improve and sniff that 109. There's 6.5 minutes left in Q2. Tarman Khan has officially locked in that time at 113.092. And Ingram is Beast, and the Ferrari is pitting. Warrior Ans is still on the track as he's puttering around. And one other person on, and it looks like it's still Assassin. Pass Assin through the chicane. Still looking quick. But I think we're going to pits. So understanding this strategy, how you guys do stuff, pretty important. So PRL Optic will not risk it as he locks in at 111.067. We got Guelphy, 31 on his out lap. His initial set time in Q2 was 112.706. And the Aston Martin held by Sebastian Vettel. He's got 2 podiums this year. Still impressive with that car. The only car on the track right now is Guelphy as he comes through the tunnel with sounds of heaven. That ghost car disappeared and he just screwed up. Too fast. Not enough time to brake. Get you every time. Yeet. I don't know. I didn't set up. So we... if you try not to hear the commentary, I guess you can mute me. I don't know. Like I said, I did not set up the room. I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? You try not to hear me in the race? Just mute me if you can. Just, I mean, between this, if you're not doing nothing. Wow. Yeah. This is my initial commentary for you guys. I didn't set it up. I'm just doing the talking. Because if I mute mine, then I think that mutes YouTube. So that defeats the purpose. Actually, try it right quick. If you can hear me on the site, see if you can hear me now. Whoa, whoa. Oh, wait. I guess that didn't make a difference. So then we sat there in dead time in pit lane for all of that. We got Bubbers rolling around the track in his outlap. In the Haas. People can talk junk on Haas all they want for this year, but they already admitted their main focus is next year with the new cars. On the way, I don't know what did what. I have no idea. Can you still hear me? No idea. Anyways, we're all locked in Q2, except for Bubbers. Looks like he's trying to get something going here, but he's got 2 minutes to set something that's faster than his 1:13.178. Maybe the person that set up the race went on the back end and corrected that. I have no idea. Sorry about that. Very unprofessional. Yikes. Up the front stretch. Haas coming down the hill. Under the carousel. Upper's looking decently quick right now. See if he can get a time in that's better than his 1:13.178. What is this? The track looks really slick right there for some reason. It's not wet. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Carousel, oh, kind of slid in, hit the bumper. Oh, he's going to get time here. Coming down the front stretch and back to the line. A little bit better, 1:13.080, which at least bumps him up to 10th for Q2, which should be enough to get him into Q3. Once the time counts for this, because he's actually looking pretty damn fast right now. That don't matter. Whip it, save it, get a Haas. Carousel, look at those trees. Lovely. Now we're just cruising. So right now we got TTG Passassin 109.523 is locked in at number 1. As Bubbers has 3 minutes to get pit. Girl Optic, nearly a half second behind. Well, take it back, second and a half behind. Basically, Q2 is complete domination by Pass Hassan, as Aaron Carey 12 is right there on him. Swiss Cheese also right there, 0.2 of a second behind Aaron Carey. Ingram is Beast, about 0.3 of a second behind. I'm not doing the exact math on that. Then David Boyer at 6, followed by Raphael, 112.155. Warrior Ant, 112.609. The FR Guelphy 31, 112.706. Followed by Bubbers with... I don't know if it even pops up or not because it cut to the after thing. Anyways, really dominating performance by Assassin to take that, as this was done on mediums. Time for Boyer and Bubbers were set on softs. So, if you can imagine a top three in a real Formula One race with Alfa Romeo, Alpine, and AlphaTauri, a lot must have went wrong in that race if that actually ever happens one day. But one can hope. I love the mid-pack racing in Formula One. It's fantastic. So as we enter Q3 and 3, 2, 1. Guitar Man of Villanueva, and I think C. Burton did not make the cut for Q3. As Bubber squeezed in there at the last second. And yes, we're ready. Q3, we have Swiss Cheese underscore 01. Aaron Carey 12. FR Guelphy 31. I keep just want to call him the Frenchman because it says FR, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with that. PRL Optic comes in at number 4. Rifle 5. Warrior Ans 6. David Boyer 7. Ingram is Beast and the Ferrari at 8. Our Q2 winner TTG Assassin at 9. And number 10 is Bubbers 420. There is the wonderful Aston Martin safety car. Work of art. And we're out. Raphael's out first. We got our guys getting around the track here. To describe some of our, the top 5 racers of all time at Monaco. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Ayrton Senna with 6 victories, including 5 in a row from 89 to 93. Points if you were born in that, or if you were alive in that era. 8 podiums. Michael Schumacher, if you guys have not checked out that Netflix documentary about Michael Schumacher, is absolutely worth the price of admission. Michael Schumacher with 5 wins, 5 podiums in his tenure as basically a Ferrari. Graham Hill, the legend with the mustache. 5 wins, 7 podiums at Monaco. Senna's number 1 rival, Alan Prost, 4 wins, 6 podiums. You got to think for 10 years, though. 10 years there, it was Senna or Prost at Monaco. Pick one of the two, And then Sir Jackie Stewart, 3 wins, 4 podiums. Jim Clark would end up with like 10 victories and 12 podiums if, he hadn't perished at Hockenheim. Monaco remains the shortest track on the Formula One circuit by quite a bit. Most wins by a constructor at Monaco is McLaren with 15. 6 of those are probably Senna. So good stuff with that. Anyways, we've got Swiss Cheese entering the carousel here in the orange McLaren, speaking of the devil. We got Guelphy behind him. And we got Raphael setting a time of 1:11.686. My buddy of mine is an insane historian of Formula One. He dedicates his life to Formula One. 109.582 for Pirello Optic Insanity in Q3. Everybody's going to set their lap. Someone put some new tires on and go get 109.183. Teetering on 108 is TTG Pass Ass in. As we have just over 8 minutes left in Q3. 109.183 is screaming. Swiss Cheese coming in at 110. 881. Ingram is beast. Instead of 110.951 is he's pushing it or going back to the pits. One of the two. Our Fole's going to have to step it up if he wants to get that top three. Boyer comes in. 111.761. Worst comes to worst. You start 10th. But there's not a lot of passing up Monaco. But that's in real life. Because you got a feeling the start is going to be very hectic to open the year. Very hectic. Aaron Carey in the pits. While Ingram is beast. Pirello Optic has to make up literally 0.4 of a second. Pass Assen coming into the pits. The glorious reflections on the PS5 version of Formula 1 2022. Pirello Optic out, going up the hill. Swiss Cheese coming into the pits. Looks like Guelphy set a time of 112.581. Bubbers just ahead, 112.032. Warrior ends. Wario ends. I don't know. Up the hill. 111.915. And we got Raphael hitting the pits. As they gear up for one final push. I mean, I'm not sure if Optic is making a run here or if he's just getting back around the track. Yep. That or he didn't intend to and just came too fast up the hill. Everybody else is wrapping it up. And talking of good about that livery that Honda Red Bull did for one race. I mean, you see some teams do more alternative liveries. Can't talk. And we got Guelphy pulling over. Is he out? We got caution. Slow your roll. It's hard to commentate in this view, but it's a glorious view. Glorious. The TikTok sponsorship. What else do we got going on? We got Boyer across the line. Did you set a time? No. So expect Boyer to push it here. 111.761 his current time. Let's see if he can maintain. Oh, cutting it back. So as everybody cycles and gets ready for their final push, Bubber's running into a barrier there. Kerry, who is yet to set a time, still in the pits. And Swiss Cheese on his outlap, on new tires. Going on the softs, down the hill. The glorious orange and blue reflections with the tacky red on the spoiler, but yeah. Husky chocolate. Anybody ever have that? I've never heard of it besides of this, but I'm in America, so I know. Entering the tunnel now, Swiss Cheese _01. Ripping through. Ghost car is gone. Down the hill, into the chicane. Too fast, straight through. Bye-bye time. Raffol is on his outlap as Swiss Cheese has gone into the yellow. And he's back up. Raffol and the Williams. I'm so damn proud of Williams this year. Mainly Russell. I mean, Latifi. Yeah. But the team is... Russell's just so much better than that car. It's insane. Get that performance out of that car this year. Strategy's played a part into it, in my opinion. They've been ballsy in situations, and it's paid off. Anyways, as for this current Williams driver, Raffol, coming around the Kimmy bend, into the chicane. Well, it looks like a wet track, but it's not. And he locks it up. He's going slow. Let's see. Is that enough? Oh, back end comes out. Come down the straight. Raffol across the line. And no better. 11.686 still his best. This G is now not parked. Let's see what he's got. Looking quick through there. Able to maintain it this time to get through the chicane. Y'all know that first lap. It's going to be at least 2 people to drive through there. I'm going to say over under is 2. Woo, really fast, close to that barrier. He is pushing it. Swiss Cheese wants that 109 as he's sitting at that 110.81. Can he get through clean? He does. Back in comes out, and we got a dancing partner here. Front stretch across the line, and he's faster, but not touching them 109 boys. 110.471. Insanity. Rafael looking to improve on that 111. 686. We got a caution in sector 2. Is it Guelphy again? No. Sorry for changing out. Rafael across the line is still at 111.686. He could not get over that hump. Swiss Cheese through the tunnel. Let's see if he can somehow shave 0.4 of a second off to get in to 109 territory. Because really, Assassin don't have to do much. The Optic is out on the track. Can he shave 4 seconds off? Literally 4 seconds. If Assassin's coming back out, this is going to be a battle of Braun and Stroman. Down the front stretch and across the line for Swiss Cheese. Does nothing to improve his time. Optic keeping it fresh to the scene. Hot brakes. Swiss Cheese locks in at the 110.471. Optic maintains it through the chicane, clean over the curbs, the bumpers, whatever you want to call them. We got sector 2 yellow, not in the way of Optic and what he's setting to achieve to get that golden quali 1 through the hairpin. What's he got? Smooth, not necessarily quick. On it and out of it. Can he touch it? Can he improve? No, he cannot. 109.582. I'm not sure Assassin's got enough time. He can set a time. Let's see what happens. Optic, oh, he hits the wall. So it looks like we're going to be locked into where we are at. Unless Assassin can beat that time. Ingram is beast. Still, everybody seems to be entering the carousel right now. And we have Warrior Ends stuck, which could mess up everything. He gets out of the way and into the pits. Bubbers across the line. He's locked in. Optic is still, no, Assassin got around him, and I think we got to have it for that. So let's see what we're seeing is what we're going to get out of these top 3. Can Ingram make something happen? Shave over half a second. Well, is it? No, it's less than half a second. Can he shave a half a second off to get that 3rd? Nope, he's pitting. Pure Optic, and we're all pitting. Assassin pitting. Boy, we're getting left on the track. Aaron Carey is making his run after not setting a time in Q3 yet. Ooh, he's looking fast, and he's bumping the walls. Entering the hairpin. What's he got? He's not wearing a helmet. That's not safe. Down the front stretch and across the line. Takes 3rd! Swiss Cheese put all that work in to only end up 4th to start the race. Assassin locks in with the pole. That was fast. Good job by Kerry there to come in and sweep a podium start, even though I don't know that's a proper term. Parallel Optic, nearly 4/10 of a second off. Aaron Carey comes in to swoop with the AlphaTauri. 112.144. Swiss Cheese gets bumped to fourth at 110.471. Ingram is beast in the Ferrari, 110.951. Followed by Raphael, David Boyer, Warrior Ands, Bubbers, and Guelphy at 10 for a Q3. The start of this race will be tight. It will be insane. And it will be fun. And I have an echo. I think it's only because I don't know if you can hear me in the race. Maybe it's because it's the after race. Who is ready for Monaco? All those front wings just sitting there. Pretty sure because I'm set as a spectator in this. I was the one that set this up, but I think because of that, it allows me to talk to people in between the race, but not during the race. That's why they don't hear me. It's on my bucket list to go to Monaco for a race. It's on my bucket list to do a lot of things that are not achievable in life, but it's there. I've lucked into pretty dumb things in the past. Maybe it'll work out one day. Couldn't afford to do it with the know-how. Have to be on somebody else's dime. It'll be wonderful. Race starts in 15 seconds. I actually never noticed before over the pits it puts your guys' names. And not, I guess that would make sense, but either way. Yes. Monaco. Turn 1. It'll be amazing if we get through this clean. We will find out. So officially, Season 4 of America's Tier 1, Round 1 at Monaco as we get our warm-up lap. TTG Assassin set the fastest lap through all qualifying, basically improving 2 seconds at a time from Q3. We got Parallel Optic at 2. And an impressive run from Aaron Carey 12 if he basically sat around for 10 minutes. Probably went to the bathroom or grabbed some cheese or something. I don't know. Speaking of cheese, Swiss Cheese is at number 4 in the orange McLaren, followed by Ferrari. Ingram is beast, which personally I am a Ferrari guy. It's not a good thing to admit nowadays, but I am a Ferrari guy. 6 is Raffle. Ran pretty consistent in qualifying. 7th is David Boyer, and this is a battle that should be interesting because these two were back and forth in qualifying. David Boyer in the DLC, it was free, white Honda Rebel livery that was used at Turkey. Again, Honda Rebel had used that to celebrate an American winning Mexico in 1965. Double check the name for me. You can pop it up in the chat. Warrior Ands is on the other McLaren at 8. Bubbers at 420 is 9th. And the Haas, Guelphy, comes in at 10. And the Aston Martin, followed by Guitar Mancon, Villanueva, Cliff Burton. He calls Cameron the defending champion. Liquido, Haha, Polovsky, and Arere 6, 1924. Here we go. The initial race of Prospects eRacing League for Season 4 of America's Tier 1, Round 1. And let's green. What do we have going in turn 1? What do we have? We got Assassin clean through, followed by Optic, Aaron Carey, Ingram is beast, David Boyer, Warriors fan, everybody gets through. Everybody through, up the hill. Still clean, maintaining. We got gaps, coming down the hill. Everything looking good so far. Pirello Optic, Aaron Carey 3rd, Ingram is Beast 4th, David Boyer 5th, 6th is Warrior Ans, Bubbers 427th. Gained 2 positions, and we got a caution in Sector 2. And that's already been cleared up, and it looks like it's not cleared up again. So it's like Lolito Haha is in the Mercedes, is sitting stuck. And it gets going again. We got Assassin just gaining on lap 1 of 39. And we got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting for Cameron, which makes me believe that he, and a 5-second penalty for Tarman Khan, which something tells me they went through the chicane. I don't have multiple cameras to switch to. Fastest lap early on, 1:15.530. He ran a 1:09 in qualifying. So right now, we got a couple guys already pitting. Aaron Carey is 9/10 of a second behind Pirello Optic. They're coming down the hill. Ingram's Beast is behind, followed by David Boyer and the white Honda Red Bull. And our predicted pit stop strategy for everybody is a one-stop race. I am not saying who that is sponsored by, because that's not officially sponsored by me or anybody else. We're in the tunnel. We're going down. We got 8th and 9th. Starting to trail pretty far behind, as we're going to start seeing everybody kind of separate here. Wofsky 10 seconds behind. Swiss Cheese is living up to that namesake right now. He looks like he's changing his pitch strategies. Mediums, hards, softs. Started medium. Wow. That's going 2 stops. Don't know if anybody's really going to go 2 stops, but we'll find out. Back up here, we got Optics trailing Assassin, who is running in the front and just keeps adding on to that lead, just nickel and diming it. Alfa Romeo. Impressive so far through qualifying early on in this race. We'll see up here. Oh, and we have Aaron Carey losing his front wing, if not damaging it. Well, I thought so. Something fell off that car because he hit the barrier, and he's sparking. He's sparking. He does have damage. I believe he's got damage on the left-hand side. Multiple warnings here for Pawlowski. He did not qualify. Laquito Haha, 20 seconds behind, catching up on them. Optic here. Continuing just domination by Assassin. Maybe an early title favorite here. Really impressive. Just utter perfection. Really fast to the sectors he needs to be fast through. No barrier hitting. We had a move on Bubbers over Aaron Carey, as Carey is falling into the pits because he made contact with the wall. His race, chances of at least winning, are superbly hurting right now, because he really came in running well at 3rd. We got a battle right here between Warrior and Boyer. Can he make a move in the carousel? This is a track that you just really do not pass him, but that's real life, and he hesitated there coming out of the carousel. It's really easy to get aggressive on this track, but it's frustrating when you realize you can't get around anybody. Do not believe DRS has been activated. Not sure if that's even going to be a thing in the race. But the DRS zone here is on the front stretch. That's about it. Let's see if Warrior can get up on his butt and get by him. 0.6 of a second behind. They're entering the hairpin. Let's see if there's any moves here. It's going to be tight. Nothing there, as Cameron's been dished out a 3-second time penalty. That is the defending champion of the league. See that orange and blue streaking through a distance. Two of the better liveries right now in Formula One. I saw McLaren going with that orange. Very, very strong change from what they had previously. And that white Honda Red Bull, can't get over it. Through the tunnel here. See if any move can be made at the chicane. Anything can be done. These two are practically nose to tail. We got a yellow flag in sector 3. Got Boyer through the fake wet asphalt. PS5 has reflection, so it looks wet. Is he losing time? Looks like he Warriors continues to gain time inch by inch. They are nose to tail here. Can he get under him to do anything? Not enough to go around. Can he slide in them DMs in turn 1? 5-second penalty for Swiss Cheese as he falls to 8th. Corner cutting. This is the battle so far. And we got Warrior on that butt. Down the hill. It's just going to be finding that spot to get in there and not wreck and just make it happen. It's really impressive right now. Stellar driving by both drivers. As we enter the tunnel, it's just not going to be enough. It's just not a track that you pass on. The bright lights into the chicane. He's trying. Got a good run right there. We got a battle. He can't get to the inside, though. He had that run and just could not keep it going. Boyer, excellent defending. Excellent defending. So they hit the hairpin. Such an excellent battle. So we get a time penalty for Laquita Jaja. A little bit of distance there by Boyer as they come up the hill. Switching back and forth here. Question is, does Boyer make a mistake? That's what it comes in. Can he keep the perfection up? Can he defend and not allow Warrior to get around him? That's what it comes down to here. It's not necessarily passing and overtaking. It's who makes a mistake and who doesn't make a mistake. And right now, it's still early. 7 of 39 laps. Mistake here, it doesn't matter what lap it's on, though. It's different if it's other tracks, but the fact that you can't pass here. And, oh, he keeps getting it close in that chicane. Warrior running 5th. Boyer 4th. Can he close it in? Can he get under, take that nose under through here? Ooh, that battle. Down the stretch. DRS is open. It is legal. He still can't get around him. Can he make a move here in a turn 1 up the hill? No. Amazing battle we have going here between these two Warriors. No pun intended, as Warriors 5th. David Boyer sounds like a baseball player. Down the hill. Can he get around him? Nope. Still nothing there. Sutton's going to give here, though, because either he's going to have to let him by or he might just get punted. We're going to have to find out. It's early, but pressure's on. I'm going to check in with our leader right quick. Assassin's already catching lappers as we have 3 guys, including Swiss Cheese, 01, Raffol, and Pafalski, have now DNF'd out of the race. And Assassin is catching lappers as he leads 9 seconds over Pirelli Optic. And Warriors got by Boyer. Probably shouldn't have checked in the leaders. That was my bad. As contact must have been made. Yeah, that front is not. That front wing ain't having it. As he switches to the mediums. Replaces the wing. Don't have a time in the pit stops. Orders here will do something is the defending champion, Cameron, is now up to 5th. But Ingram is Beast is 3rd. Imperial Optic is, oh, he goes around! He goes around! Unbelievable as he drives through the ghost car. That must have been a lapper because he didn't lose a lap, but he went around. He's gonna have to pit. That is a lapper. Villanueva, 3-second time penalty. Optic went around, but I guess there was no damage as he'll just keep it going. It's Assassin. Not dealing with the lappers as the ghost cars. 15-second lead, teetering on 16-second. Tarman count the 3-second penalty. Got Warriors. Got around Boyer. Must have been some physicality there to do it. Boyer had to pit. Had front wing damage. Was a good battle at the time. We got 29 laps left in this race. Guelphy sits at 2.5 seconds. Assassin is doing things. He dominated qualifying. And on top of that, our second place competitor, Imperial Optic, 2 minutes ago, spun out. So unless Passassa makes an error, which does not seem to be an issue, or strategy comes into play or something, then he's got total control of this race. And now Aaron Carey has taken a 3-second time penalty. Focus on Guelphy here. He's 2.5 seconds from Boyer. They seem to qualify strong and is slowly bleeding out here, losing track position. Our defending champion still has a time penalty. As we're looking at 6 people so far. He remains 7 seconds behind Warrior. And that sleek matte black Mercedes. A lot can still happen between now and the end of this race. Again, this is season 4 of the America's Tier 1, round 1 at the Monaco Grand Prix for the Prospects eRacing League. And we are focusing now on our defending champion. He's now nearly 6 seconds behind Warrior as he enters the tunnel. You go by those 4 dudes that are the road crew right there. They're not even looking at the cars go by. They're just looking behind them at the same time, like they don't care. So the guy that owns that castle probably doesn't care about Formula 1. Or whoever owns that castle, whatever. We got Warrior, 13 seconds behind Ingram. We just got these top 3 guys mapping quicker and quicker laps while gapping each other more and more. I mean, that's insane. 17 seconds, 10 seconds, and 13 seconds. What is that? 27? It's like 43 seconds, nearly a minute to 5th place. That's how much Passassin is just dominating this entire race. On top of that, we now have 7 people with time penalties. So if something's close at the end of the race, this could affect the outcome for points, as this is the first race of the season. We're going to be finishing in Miami one way or the other, ain't we? Fun fact, Max Verstappen actually owns the fastest time ever at Monaco. Minute 14, 260. It was 2018. That really counts too much anymore, but still, it is the fastest lap here ever. And he won the race this year. And he's probably going to win the championship, so enjoy that, Lewis Hamilton fans. Anyways, Assassin remains to dominate in Alfa Romeo. Speaking of which, IndyCar owner Michael Andretti is looking to purchase, or at least maybe become part owner of Alfa Romeo and get in on that F1 game. No pun intended, because this is an F1 game. But, yeah, Michael Andretti. Bringing the Andretti name back to Formula One. Hopefully it happens and it amounts to something, unlike, Haas getting back in and just completely tanking. So check out Pure Little Optic here. Enter the hair. Oh, we got a wreck here. Sector 3. Looks like Guitar Man is done. Can't even go to him. Little Noob is making his way around. Putter. Caution in Sector 3 as Ingram, the other Ferrari. Initially thought that was Ingram. Made the pass on the abandoned car, which is now gone. Oh, we got a bump here. Cameron trying to force his way around the track. Will he get his nose? Oh, he goes around! Absolute garbage for being aggressive. It's the only way you can do it here, though. It's the only way. But at the sake of taking out another driver and ruining their chances at not only a points but a championship, that'll be a long season, but that's uncalled for. Defending champion looks fast. We got a spin in Sector 2. I wouldn't say it's spin, but it was yellow. Sassa continues to grow that lead, 22 seconds. I can only picture he's sipping tea and reading a book while racing this because he's just completely dominant. It was a movie reference. So he comes down the front stretch. Looks like Assassin initially set the fastest lap. He hasn't popped up saying anything else about a fast lap yet, so. Ingram is beast in the Ferrari. At turn 1 coming up the hill. Blue flag's up. Get the lapper out of the way. So Cameron now fell to 5 seconds behind as he's hitting the pit. Currently on mediums. Let's see if he goes to the hards or the softs here. And he's more mediums. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, more mediums. I guess you just have to change your tires once, but whatever. No softs for him. Not sure if he's pitted yet. Maybe it's a one-tire strategy. The mediums take him the distance. We are just under halfway. Guelphy was able to get by Cameron out of the pit. So we might have a battle here as Cameron's on fresh tires. Down the hill. He's catching Guelphy here pretty quick. Let's see if he tries the same quote-unquote strategy that he did with Warrior in terms of getting around him. Obviously on fresher tires, let's see if Guelphy maybe just lets him by. Well, Guelphy is defending. It's going to be tight coming into the chicane. They're coming in fast. Move is made by Cameron to take back 5th place. Guelphy switches back to 6th. We stuck now with, well, we have 12 of the 17 competitors still in the race. As Laquita Haha is a lap down in 11th. Villanueva is 30 seconds behind that. Warrior is hitting the barricades coming through the carousel. This should allow some time to be made up for Cameron. This will be very interesting to see how this plays out if Cameron catches Warrior based on the previous incident that we had, although no official penalty came up for that. Warrior's 18 seconds behind. Ingram is beast as he gets around a lapper on the front stretch. Kinda. By that time, Kimi Räikkönen just kept going straight in turn 1 here. He really just doesn't care. I'm assuming he just races wasted. More power to him. He's goth. Very goth. Optic is 23 seconds now behind Assassin. who is just utterly dominant. On PS5, we got that ray tracing. Seeing the reflection here on optics, optics stuff replay. Assassin now hitting the hill, just completely and utterly dominating. And we got our fastest lap. Cameron's coming for Warrior, 1:11.505. Get that bonus point for the time being, as he is making a push to make up for his lost time in qualifying. He is looking fast. If he wants to take his victory, well, he's basically a minute behind, if not a minute and a half. Warrior is losing a little bit of time on Ingram. Take that matte red Ferrari up the hill. Pro Optic needs to either maybe go to softs, do something here to try to create a push, but this man here, TTG _ Assassin, is an esports professional, and he's fast, and he's clearly showing it here at a track that takes utter perfection. I mean, this is Senna level of performance. It's fantastic. I'm more of a Prost guy myself, but that's me. I think Senna was overrated, but the numbers don't lie. Schumacher was better too. It's just the that golden Alfa Romeo. Again, we are in the 4th season for Prospects eRacing League. This is the America's Tier 1 Round 1 at Monaco. Passasa gets a 3-second time penalty. Unbelievable. Now literally half the damn course has a time penalty. It's fantastic. This could play in. Its optic has fallen out. Maybe because he pitted. What's he on? He's on the whites. Is he on the whites? He's on the whites. Trying to make up some time. Ingram now 45 seconds behind. Optic is going to pass him, if they can. On the whites, coming down. And we start seeing some more pit stops here. 20:39, we are officially halfway through this race. Round 1 at Monaco. Absolutely unbelievable. There we go. On a Red Bull. That would be David Boyer in 7th. 3-second time penalty added again for Liquida, the multiple warnings. But the interesting one is going to be Assassin. 3 seconds really doesn't mean much. He could probably just run straight through that chicane the whole time and still be fine. And Ingram, his beast, is in the pits. He's on the white tires. Optic now sits almost a minute behind Assassin, who's still rocking the mediums. No flare, don't care. It's an utterly dominating performance halfway through this race. We got Warrior, 2.5 seconds, 0.6. Behind Ingram. He's on the mediums as he bumps the wall. Let's see if he's got something for Ingram here. Now 3 seconds back. And as for the fast one, Cameron. Both of them are now closing. It's looking like basically if you survive this race, you're going to be awarded points. As long as you're not named Villeneuve 1965. Or Villeneuve. Oh, I keep saying that. Sorry, man. Cameron coming fast. Warrior into the pits. Warren's into the pits. Oh, where's he going? What's the strategy? What do we got? We got the whites. Got the whites. Cameron already in front. Warrior on fresher tires. Trailing 7 seconds behind Ingram is Beast. He's still got that speed. Ingram is now 16 seconds behind Optic. At this point, the battle looks to be to see what 2 or 3 guys can do to get on the podium. And we might have a battle here between Carey and Boyer. Boyer again's been attracting action all game. Carey get around in turn 1 up the hill. On the brakes, losing it and squirrely, coming up the hill. Around the corner. Does Carey have anything for him? Is he going to push it, be aggressive down the hill, into the carousel? Nothing there. Still rocking no helmet. No flare, don't care. Into the carousel. And the AlphaTauri. Red Bull Honda still defending. As Ray and Villeneuve are, well, Bubbers and Ray, not certainly Villeneuve, are close behind. So 7th through 10th here might get interesting. So I'll keep an eye on the, and Carey gets around Boyer! Hey, passes Boyer next to that wonderful ocean view. Baby, whatever. On the offensive, Aaron Carey takes position 7 as he looks to eye down Guelphy with 7.5 second advantage. Boyer cannot maintain what he's been doing. Bubbers is in the pits. Let's take a look. All the way down, currently on the mediums. Going with, having to shake the front wing replace, so slower time. Ray got around him. He's on more mediums. Gonna go the distance. Now we're going to see Boyer and Ray battle here. Both in the, so they're both in the Red Bull. Not paid attention to Ray yet this race. He came in late. Took that back. Boyer and Carey are going to be at it again here in a second. 2.8 behind. As he is nursing a little bit. Wonder if he's trying to get to the pits or not. Getting squirrely. Being aggressive with that back end going. Starting to gain a lead. An advantage on Boyer. He trails 16 seconds behind Guelphy, who is 7 seconds behind Warrior. Trying to close that gap. Do what he can. In the Aston Martin. Now we get the interesting rundown here. That's what we're seeing. We have defending champion ECOS Cameron catching Ingram, who 5-second advantage here as he hits the front stretch. It's all about getting that podium at this point. Warrior 20 seconds. It's going to be quite a task there to make that up. It's basically 3/4 of a second per lap towards the end to even get fourth. But Cameron is really closing in on Ingram. Really, really aggressive. Don't know if there's going to be enough time in 14 laps to make this happen. I think I did my math wrong on the last one. .2 into the chicane. Ingram's Beast is in sight, 3.8 seconds. Coming through next to the bay. Cameron now 3.2. It's one thing to get to him, but then you got to get around him. We've already seen how Cameron has tried to get around somebody previously in this race. So much so the Warriors staying back. 3 seconds is the difference. Turn 1 up the hill. 2.8, 2.7. We got a yellow in sector 2. See anybody falling. Ingram at the same time is losing speed, losing time to Optic. This camera continues to run down Ingram as Beast in the Ferrari. 2.8 lapper in the way, which will just go ghost. As they hit the tunnel, how much will Cameron push it coming through here? Keeps it on the driving line. Bubbers has not been awarded a 3-second time penalty. It's Guelphy and Boyer both in the pits. It's Cameron is now within a second of Ingram. And they will be hitting the front stretch. DRS is on for Cameron, but cannot catch him. Turn 1 coming in fast. Up the hill, he's pushing. There's nowhere to pass through here though, so will it be clean or will there be collision? Down the hill, sparks flying, intensity, drama. Knows that, but knows. Through the carousel. Into the tunnel. Is there enough push here? Optic gets a 3-second time penalty. Will the move be made going to the chicane? What will Cameron do? He goes to the inside, there's nothing there. Gets through, he gets a bump! There's a bump! Next to the ocean. Going through the turns. Fans seeing this firsthand. No chicane, there's too much brake there. Ingram trying his best to hold off. There's no, he tried pushing to the outside. There's nothing there. Will the DRS take care of business here on the front stretch? Ingram in the Ferrari, can he defend? Going around the outside, being ballsy! He's got outside pass! Holy man! What a move! Unbelievable! Outside pass in turn 1 at Monaco. Cameron on Ingram. His tires look to be dwindling, but not as much as Ingram's. Ingram's suffering on that soft, but still the tenacity to go after that podium with an outside pass at Monaco in turn 1. Ugh. Unheard of. The chicken and our leader, Assassin. Not sure if he's laying back on equipment or not, but the lead is now 35 seconds. Both Assassin, Optic, and Cameron all have time penalties. So, not sure how many time penalties Cameron has, but if Ingram finishes kind of close, Ingram might get that podium back. Villeneuve is in the pits as he comes out and clips the inside. Assassin, the fastest time, 1:10.845. Gets back that point for the standings as he races neck and neck with the ghost car. It's a lap down. Ingram continues to fall back. His tires basically need to be changed. And the gapping is pretty much there. We got a good bit of space as Optic is just now hitting the front stretch. 37 seconds behind. Cameron coming around to the hairpin as he tries to inch closer, but we got about 10 laps left. And unless something unforeseen happens. Cameron's pitting. Cameron is pitting. He's got 25-second advantage over Ingram. Nope, Ingram's by. Ingram's by. No, that's the game doing the thing. But I have no idea at this point. Cameron pitted. going with the tires. I guess he feels strong that he can get by Ingram with 9 laps. He's 14 seconds, 16 seconds behind. Hasn't even launched out of the pit yet. It's going to come out at 20 seconds behind. Can he really make up 2 seconds a lap with those tires at Monaco? He's been really aggressive. Could argue, but he's the driver of the day. But there's no arguing the domination that we've seen from this racer today. TTG Passassin, 42 seconds. Senna-esque at Monaco. Dominated qualifying. And has proven himself to be a true esports professional racer today. In round 1 of season 4 of the America's Tier 1 series in the Prospects eRacing League. Cameron is slowly chipping away. He's made up a second. He's made up 2 seconds. 8 laps. That's basically going to take Ingram faltering to get Cameron. I mean, you got to argue, though. With 10 laps to go, does he not just nurse those tires and not guarantee a podium? Like, I don't understand why he would pit. Like, the tires are bad, but his tires are worse. I have no idea what's going on right here. I'm not sure if Ingram is disconnecting, but no telling here. One's ghost, one's not. Cameron is now within, he's into the 16s. It's still 2 seconds a lap to where he probably could have nursed this to a podium. I don't do interviews, so I couldn't tell you. Is Ingram going to pit? He's staying out. He's staying out. I wish you get more score overlays or stat overlays with this game. We got something brewing here between Aaron Carey and Warrior. I wouldn't say it's completely brewing, but it's the closest battle we have on the track. 4.3 seconds separate Warrior and Aaron Carey, 12, from getting a top 5. The points battle, the mid-pack racing. That's what's fire. 3.3 seconds now. 3 seconds as he closes the gap, coming off on the front stretch. 2.9, 2.8. He's coming for Warrior. He wants that top 5. Cameron now within 13 seconds of Ingram, of that podium. 7 laps remaining. Right, 7 laps. Or is that maybe 8? I don't know. Carey closing in 2 seconds now on Warrior. To get down to the carousel, the hairpin. It is more of a hairpin, but it goes around like a carousel. Ah! We got Warrior parked. He must have bumped the wall. And Cameron gets a 3-second time penalty. I don't think it's going to matter when it comes down to it with the penalties. Even if Cameron gets around Ingram, that he'll probably still finish 4th. But here we got a battle going into the chicane. This has been the hot area for passing today, for overtaking. A little bit slow coming out of the chicane as Warrior was quick coming off of that point. 6 seconds. Coming in aggressive into that last chicane. As they come around to the hairpin. Any shenanigans? He's right on him. If they come off clean, he can get them. That was a good launch off of the back end. DRS open. Can we see another outside pit? Inside? Nope, nothing there. All right, he keeps it inside. They're side by side. He gets around it coming up the hill. Good overtake. Cameron had the best of the day, one of the best I've seen in the outside pass in turn 1, but good God. The overtaking in that chicane on the back end, and then that turn 1 has been the hot spots at Monaco. Because you don't see that in F1, because that's gutsy. You can do it in the virtual world. Cameron now at 9.8 is within the 9-second range. You have 5 laps left. He's kind of been sticking by making up 2 seconds a lap. Ingram's tires are not good. Unless I missed a pit at some point, but he's on the whites on top of that, so. Our leader. And unless something ridiculous happens, we'll take this. 51 seconds left for win number 1 in the season. And the inaugural event for season 4 of America's Tier 1 for the Prospects eRacing League. Just a wonderful, wonderful drive. Again, Senna-esque. Really impressive. Just so smooth through the corners, maintained speed, gets grip. Probably has a bomb racing setup in his house that costs millions of dollars. But he's earned it here today. Dominating since the initial pit leave, the initial green flag. He needs to focus on gaining 8 seconds on optic to win this by officially a minute. Cameron returns. He's still getting close, but there's not going to be enough time with those top penalties. He's taking some gambles today. Oh, there's the wall! There's the wall! There's the wall! Speaking of gambles, wow, DNF for the defending champion, ECOS Cameron. Unbelievable. He had the pass of the day, arguably the driver of the day, and we might just have a safety car here. Yellow flag in Sector 1, Sector 2 with 5 laps to go. I guess there's no safety car. Cameron is out of the race. Hits the barrier hard coming down the hill. Unbelievable. It can just flash us like that and just go. Unbelievable. And it looks like Ingram is safe. One of the few drivers today to race clean with no barrier bumps, no aggression. Ingram is beast will most likely finish third as Aaron Carey is nearly 45 seconds behind. But we might have something brewing here. As Guelphy and Warriors, or 4 through 6, are within range for something possibly to happen within 3 laps. Seven seconds now, so Warriors falling off some. Can Guelphy capitalize? Can he make up time on this front stretch to up the points and get that top 5? 4 seconds. I guess there's 3 laps remaining because 37 and 39 the final lap. Yeah, guy. Hey. Guelphy, 2.9 now. Do we have a battle brewing in the final stages of this round 1 race at Monaco? Unbelievable Monaco race. Could you imagine a Formula 1 race with this much action at Monaco? It's been fantastic, fantastic first race to start the season. Under 2 seconds left. If Guelphy can close and get in that DRS zone, make a move in that popular turn 1 today. This is the other popular spot it's been to overtake people. And Guelphy is, something happened. He bogged. He goofed. Not enough to separate. He's on the softs. Might be trying to nurse those tires home. And not showing that aggression anymore. He's 2.4 back. Looks like he's losing time. Quickly gained it back. The Warrior mess up. Warrior's up the hill. Warrior's up the hill. Doesn't have any traffic in front of him. About 38 to 39. Does Guelphy have something for Warrior? Hit the carousel. Can he get up close to him? Is looks like Warrior hit the wall again. Somebody hit the wall. I believe that was Villeneuve. He is almost 5 minutes down. I have to say he's not a factor. Good guy though. Anyways, Guelphy, Warrior 1.2, 1 second here. I know we have a leader that is officially leading the lap by 1 minute. Assassin is up by a minute. Here is the boost. What can he do? What's he got for him? Can he get that top 5? 0.6 through the chicane. Around the bend. Going into the hairpin. Can he get up on him? How clean is his... and he pits. He's not going to make it. So this is basically locked up. As we move back to our leader, who's officially hit over a 1 minute difference. Over a 1 minute difference. It has really been just a dominating drive. Unbelievable for Assassin. It will take the points lead, obviously, because he wins the first race. And almost too human. Or too superhuman. Much like ours in Senna. As he comes down for the final time next to that wonderful port with all those insane yachts. Around the final, he could literally just like get out of the car and walk. As he comes down the stretch, our winner of the inaugural race of Season 4 is TTG Assassin. Fantastic drive. Optic had a good drive, but just was not enough. He's literally almost a full lap behind. Assassin is lopped up to 8th. Unbelievable drive by this man right here. What a win. What a dominating performance. Just a brutal beatdown of the competition. As Optic comes around his final time near the port through the last chicane. Around the bend and around the hairpin. Optic will finish second with a difference of 104.522. And that is it. Fantastic race. Domination by Assassin. As Ray 61924 is rated by the game as driver of the day. And with our podium celebration, there's Assassin's avatar, and there's the trophy for Monaco. And maybe he'll go outside and shake real champagne. It is amazing what happened to Cameron. They had that outside pass in turn 1, and then to drive straight into the wall while he was trying to run down for a podium finish. Fastest lap of the day goes to Assassin, 1:10.216. Fantastic. Even with the time penalties, things are shaken up. Ingram is Beast does finish with the podium. Aaron Carey ended up making 4th after everything, ahead of Warrior Ans. Guelphy in 6th. Ray, driver of the day, according to the game. Started 17th. Last and finished 7th. Survived. David Boyer in 8th. Villeneuve 1965 in 9th. And Cameron closes out the top 10. Anyways, this is Feldman 9000. And this was our inaugural race of Season 4 for America's Tier 1 for Prospects Esports Racing League. Please join us next week, Monday night. Have a good one.